yesterday. I don't think there's been too many pastures.
The moment to do. It's the best chance of getting the
Marquez picks his way through the damp patches. He's out there on those medium
mark. This bike here is back to the HRC chassis.
Yesterday, before his bike slammed into the one, can find the grip, find where
just muck it, you know, it's not dry enough to use back and be in the running right at the end of the session when
if he's to hold on to that dream of remaining undefeated. 6.36 in the early part of session. The Gian Antonio on the Grazzini racing machine. And what are these guys thinking then, Simon? Marquez and the rest of the riders.
These mediums are good at lasting in the dry. That's what very little.
And particularly with the stress on the left-hand side of the tyre with the 10 lefty, won't they? You can see there, Binder dropping down through turn 7. He was already having that medium rain there then. He's going to do one more circuit on this rain rubber. It's 5.4. Only Marquez in the 127s.
Set either Mark or Brad Binder.
3.6. So Marquez is...
You make so much time when you have slick tyres in bike to be able to use those dry sectors at dry periods and braking to win time, you know, accelerate.
On circuit, and he's jumped back on that motorcycle, the Honda, with the rain tyres on. Maybe at the back of his mind, he won't want to use... It's a very short 80-second lap. Yeah, exactly.
And shout out for Miguel Oliveira.
Of what would be the softer side of that Michelin front tyre.
Lose a lot of time trying to go slow enough to stay on the bike. With well patchy, it'll be scary on slicks, but Brad Binder, first man to go for slicks.
He's gone out on the slicks, yeah, good spot that, Jack. Mark.
Chewing gum, aren't they? They're just moving everywhere, spinning up in a straight line.
Through the first two, what Brad Binder has in the tank as he goes out on those Michelin's on the inside there, keeping out of trouble and danger is Ralph Fernandez. Oh no, he's tipped off.
That's that last corner, Matt. You know, there's certain things I don't. Last turn, just to run up pit lane, his heart rate will be going.
He's going to be, should he go through? I mean, if he was to crash now, and with a lap time session,
and bite in a really slow corner, Matt, minimum damage, and the close. I think they'll get it back and repaired. And
yeah, we're going to see that, aren't we now? We'll keep a close eye on Binder qualifying session. They're still out there on the rain tyres. Brad Binder then over the session. 6 laps on those wet tyres for Morbidelli. He's still Oliveira's Ralph Fernandez, his Crypto Data RNF teammate, just being Marquez salvaged something on the slicks. Over the line, Augusto Fernandez comes over a quarter of a second in that first set. He's about to click through the second split tight, twisty Saxon ring. We pick up Vinales now, then coming through the Saxon. Wasn't there on the front for Vinales as well. He'll come over the blind crest of the short one to the finish line, safely out of the final corner, as Simon said, and he does go top. He is at the moment out of those important players. Have set the best time of this session so far. Binder's 1:26.838. He's going up into second place or better. Over the line he comes.
Matt, you know,
Marc Marquez, he was really tentative coming through that final corner. And Marc Marquez, the only other rider, probably out a little. Here comes Binder, just about to hammer home his advantage. He's going to get one more lap as well. And here comes Marquez. He's up by a 10th.
He's got his time on the board. He doesn't know where it is, but he will try and be fastest.
Full risk. Chance to go big shake as he got on the gas coming out the final corner. He took 1.5 seconds out of Vinales. Right, the crash at turn 13, you knew that Marquez eventually was going to go a pole setter in the 7th Grand Prix of the season. Binder led it then with the one.
How much is that down to the team as well as Brad himself?
We tried slick, no doubts, and for lucky. I think by the end of the session.
So watch over to Jack Miller. Brad Binder then went on of his teammate Jack Miller, and what a decision that. Vinales, the Gian Antonio, Fernandez, Oliver. All our focus, all our attention to the slick tyres, Brad Binder and Mark.
Guys like, I'm with you, Jack Miller. If you're talking about a dry lap, he knows where the...
One power, Brad Binder to what would be his first 4 career poles in the Premier class.
Name a man you'd rather have as you gets on with the mechanics, you have a giggle, and
good player, isn't he, Jack Miller? He didn't need to do that, did he? He didn't need to be giving a...
Do that, but they're both confident boys in their own skills.
They really are. Here we go. Pretty much dry, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're turns 9, 10, 11, then there's a real narrow line. Slipping and sliding underneath him in Q1. There's a bit of water still. Push as hard as they can to get the temperature in the tyres without
over-temperature, like you said, and really difficult. It's tough because, really tricky conditions right now.
Can you believe we are starting to get the sun poking through the heavy Moto2 qualifying coming your way, and then ahead of the 15-lap session in the mixed conditions on those slick tyres.
Moment, put it all together, and really there's so many that could. Marquez and Binder are going to be there because of their experience or in the sprint and the race. I've got to dig deep, so to really
out on the slick tyres, and he finds a 124.
The damage to it on that left-hand side in particular is too much.
like set up for the wet tyres, quick to change the tyres, but not focus on the one bike.
Zarco's stint at the top of the leaderboard was a short one. So far, just for reference, that was Bezzecchi. Marc Marquez makes another mistake. That's twice in two. Get it going again. At the moment, he was
Throttle.
over the handlebars. This doesn't look good, does it?
He refuses to give up, and I admire.
Oliveira in Portimao missed the next 3 Grand Prix.
Red flag, I think. He's online.
Same corner. It's Bezzecchi, who has been able to quickly get back on his feet, and now
He touched the throttle,
just
I
yet,
think.
just.
And he wants to get out there and give it another go.
So look at the reaction.
Give up at this point, man. He refuses.
Pretty quickly, Peco Bagnaia's had his fastest lap, his pole point of it, and we've had what 3 Q2s worth of
Track for him to do something from here.
To get that bike fixed so he can get back out there.
Yeah, we did this man. The man who'd completed the first treble of the season, 0-8, he's half a second clear.
And Matt, he's right. Somehow getting more out of that front tyre.
Heading back out on the circuit, his crew weren't expecting him back in, and they were trying to ferret around the back of the truck to find wings, and it's something obviously.
And he knows what's needed. The track is looking damn dry.
Be a shock, given everything that he's been through, if he sticks it on pole. This is just so Marc Marquez. Can Marc Marquez take another Saxon ring pole with a little himself inside the top 6? Really feels like he needs to be on the time by Fabio at 1:23.258.
The best looking race meeting.
Martini Marini within a second of him, and those two are well over.
Last 3 minutes are going to be action-packed, Matt. Everyone knows.
A bit of time in that third sector. You just wonder whether it's down this. We now have 2 factory KTMs on the front row from all the drama that fell his way yesterday at the end of out of the final corner he goes, and Marquez climbs in. 2 years ago here in Germany, he pushed Fabio Quattro all the way. As Simon discussed in Q1, probably the last per the ride height device activated, and Jack
said the last person on track.
Last flying lap of this session. He's being followed by Luca Marquez at the moment. Marini right behind Mark, and there is Zarco, who hobbles away from the scene. Oh, it's Mark.
We knew Mark would put it on the line.
The moment's going to be going the way of Peco Bagnaia, because there are yellow flags galore out there. Sectors 1 at turns 3 and 4, but we'll keep a real close eye on that one in this Q2 session big time, because Jorge Martins at the moment. Bezzecchi crashed early on in this session. Marini comes over the line, pushing hard, crashed on the rain tyres in Q. This was a hat-trick of spills for the Repsol Honda man, and his
machine, he wants to
be back-to-back poles at the Saxon Ring for